And we're back. I'm the Blu-ray Bandit, and this is just a little bonus mail call video. I got a package here from one of the channel's supporters, Lon, one of my first subscribers, and a heck of a nice guy. Shout out, Lon. We're gonna open it up and see what's inside. First up, Hot Fuzz, directed by Edgar Wright. Actually, I should say before we start, Lon sent me this package of Blu-rays. This is the second time we've done a little trade between us. He's in California, I'm in Florida. I see a lot of the same titles in Florida. He sees different titles in California. I mean, I'm sure there are some similarities, but he's able to find some titles that just aren't that common in my area. We've set up a little cross-country swap situation, title for title. So these are the titles he sent to me. I sent him a box with a similar amount of titles in it that he was looking for. So there won't be any prices or estimated values in this video. I don't care what the estimated values are. These are all titles I'm going to add to my collection. If you really need to know what I paid for them, I paid what I would normally pay for any title at a pawn shop or thrift store in my area. Roughly $2.50. Anyway, Hot Fuzz is awesome. Directed by Edgar Wright. The last in the Cornetto trilogy that I did not own. That being Shaun of the Dead, Hot Fuzz, and The World's End. They make up the Cornetto trilogy. I own Shaun of the Dead and World's End. Now I own Hot Fuzz. All three of them in my hands. I've actually been to the town in the UK where they filmed this movie. It was pretty awesome because it's a tiny town that they used a ton of in the movie. So you just kind of walk around the town and you see all kinds of filming locations from the movie. On that trip, I also watched the movie projected in the courtyard of the small castle in that town where the rituals occur in the film. I watched the movie in the exact location where they filmed those scenes. I literally scheduled my entire trip to Europe around the weekend that I spent in the town where they filmed that. That's how much I love Hot Fuzz. It's a great one. If you haven't seen it, it's very funny. Check it out. Tom Hanks in The Green Mile. This is a Frank Darabont film from the director of Shawshank Redemption. Might as well pull that one in here too. Shawshank Redemption also in the package. 2 Frank Darabont films, both good prison dramas. I enjoy them. I've been on the hunt for them and have not been able to find them. Lon found them for me, adding them to the collection. Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End with slipcover. This is the 3rd Pirates of the Caribbean film. I'm slowly accumulating these. I enjoy the series. Some are better than others, but overall, it's an enjoyable quadrilogy of movies. Love Johnny Depp in this one. Not really a controversial statement, but if I had to rank them, I'd go Pirates 1, Pirates 3, Pirates 2, Pirates 4. Was there a 5th one? I don't really remember. I'd be surprised if there ever was another one, just because Johnny Depp has certainly had his own personal issues and controversies. This is probably the weirdest of the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, which is probably why I enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to tracking down the others. X-Men Origins Wolverine. So if you've been watching my videos, you know I recently decided to collect every superhero movie available on Blu-ray. X-Men Origins Wolverine is one I was not looking forward to having to track down, just because I don't like this movie personally. Again, not a controversial statement. I think most people dislike this movie. I was excited when Lon found it because it meant I didn't have to hunt it down. Getting one step closer to owning all superhero comic book adaptations. I'm still a long way away from that being a complete set, but this one brings me one step closer. Another Wolverine title. This is the last of the Wolverine titles if you don't count Logan. Logan was kind of set in the far future. I kind of feel like this and the films that came before it are in one time period and Logan is in another. With slipcover, I enjoy this one. It was definitely an improvement on X-Men Origins Wolverine. With DVD and Blu-ray, the insert was off just a little bit. I'll just give that a little tweakaroo. Yeah, so checking off another comic book movie from the checklist. Gwen, a horror film, brand new with slipcover. I had never heard of this, but I told Lon to send it my way. I'm interested. It got decent Rotten Tomatoes scores. I think you can find it at Dollar Trees for $1, but I have not been able to find it for that price in my area. It's a total blind buy. I have no idea what it's about. I have no idea if it's any good. I'm going to open it up, give it a watch. Maybe it'll add to the collection if it's decent. If not, I'll resell it. The Losers. This is another comic book movie. I'm not sure you would consider them comic book heroes, but it is a comic book movie based on a DC Vertigo comic. This one has a great cast, including Jeffrey Dean Morgan, Zoe Saldana, Chris Evans, and Idris Elba, well before any of them appeared in the Marvel MCU films. Got a grayscale Blu-ray disc. Haven't seen that one for a while. What a cheap way to save money. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, it's kind of a hidden gem. The cast is great. The story isn't perfect, but it's definitely an enjoyable, interesting watch. Check it out. Inside Man, a Spike Lee joint starring Denzel Washington, Clive Owen, and Jodie Foster. This is a bank heist movie, kind of a ticking clock film. It's very fast-paced. It's very well made. I enjoy Spike Lee as a director in general. I wouldn't mind owning all of his movies on Blu-ray. He's probably not a director where I will hunt down every film one by one and pay premium for the harder to find titles. But I will definitely just be picking up his filmography as I find it at the right price. Lon found this one for me. Another title I don't have to search for. Billy Madison, starring Adam Sandler. What a goofy comedy. I'm not sure it's aged very well, but I enjoy just the idea of owning this movie, even if I never watch it again. I'm not saying I never will, but you never know. It's got a little bit of a cracked case right there. I'll probably have to replace the case, but no big deal. I've never seen this one on a pawn shop or thrift store shelf in Orlando. It's a 90s classic that I'm looking forward to adding to the collection. And finally, Enemy at the Gates. I wouldn't necessarily call this one a classic, but it's definitely a movie that's made for me. This is another one that's in my top 100 favorite movies of all time, starring Joseph Fiennes and Jude Law, also with Rachel Weisz, Bob Hoskins, Ed Harris. It's a sniper movie set in World War II, if memory serves. So it's a war movie, but instead of a lot of high-octane action, it's more a cat and mouse game between two snipers who are just constantly trying to one-up each other and get a better position, a better shot. The movie displays a lot of the type of patience that it takes to be a sniper. It's filled with great performances. It's definitely a slow burn, which maybe hurts its legacy in the long run, but I enjoy the burn, especially when it's good. Enemy at the Gates is a great movie. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So there we go. 11 movies, all of which I want to keep. I have no idea how much Lon paid for them. I have no idea what they're worth, and I'm okay with that. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for your best shot at a free digital code. You ain't never seen Bad Boys 2? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Until then, bye.